Hi, this is Mike Grady, and in this video, we're going to be talking about holding runners and how you can become better at holding runners and give your catcher a chance to throw runners out and ultimately lower your ERA and win more games. So, just like anything else, becoming good at holding runners takes practice, and that means practicing your pickoff move and working on having a quick feet and quick arm. The goal isn't to throw harder to first, the goal is to throw quicker. And so that's something that if you're a righty, you want to practice both picking off to first and to second. And then, of course, if you're a lefty, you want to spend a lot of time working on your left-handed pickoff move. That can be another video that we talk about here in a little bit. But holding runners goes beyond just the quality of your pickoff move. It goes into how well you vary your timing and how well you gauge the runner and understand the situation in which he may be running. So you do need to have that awareness in the game and have a plan when you get in a situation where you might have a base stealer on your hands. So the first thing that you want to do, and this is part A of holding runners, is to vary your counts. So you want to come set and hold for 1 second, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, which if you count, that seems like an eternity. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Get up into your set position and count through that and feel how long that feels. Most pitchers will not wait that long, but it is an effective tactic to make the runner wait to vary your timing and to prevent him from getting a great jump. You can also hold. So you can hold till somebody calls timeout or till about 8 seconds and then step off. We found that the worst thing you can do to a runner who's been given the steal sign is to make him wait. He's antsy, he wants to go, and by making him wait, it can cause him to break early or not to get a good jump. So the goal of the holds or the 1 count or the 2 count is to vary your looks and prevent the runner from getting a huge jump. Part 2 is to classify base runners, and we have 3 categories here, and this is something that you and your coach, if you're a pitcher, can work with, or coaches, you can look at your base runners, and obviously if you're dealing with a leadoff runner, you're probably going to be, red runner, something like that, maybe the 2 and 8 in the lineup guys, those are yellow runners, and maybe your 3 or 4 are green runners, we call them. They don't, you can just go. So it's red, yellow, green from the perspective of the pitcher, not from the runner. So a green runner or a green situation is when you don't really have to worry about guy taking off. Maybe the score's out of hand or the runner is just slow. And so you want to pay attention to him a little bit. You don't want to not throw it over at all, but once every 2 hitters, just to keep him honest, is probably a good idea. If we get into a yellow runner situation, it may depend on the situation, what's going on here, but we have a speedy runner. If we think he's going to run, then we want to consistently throw over and just pay attention. So throwing over in even counts or odd counts, you don't want to be that predictable, but the idea is that on a consistent, regular basis, you want to be throwing over and driving the runner back, making him shorten his lead, and keeping him honest. On 3-2, make it a habit to throw over. That's a really common running count. In rare situations, you're going to have a red runner or a red situation where a stolen base might mean the difference between a win and a loss. So you don't want to do this on every stolen base situation because you would give it away. You really just want to keep this in your back pocket in a dire situation where you have a really fast guy on first and you know he's going to be stealing, and if he would score after getting a stolen base, then that may mean the difference in the game. So in this situation, here's what you can do. Step 1, get on the rubber and you hold the ball until somebody calls timeout. Usually it's the hitter. We've learned in this situation when you do this and the runner does have the sign, the third base coach will likely complain because he doesn't want to wait and he wants his runner to steal. So when you make him wait, generally leads to some sort of complaint, or you definitely hear him say something. If the runner doesn't have the steal sign, it's likely that the third base coach will stay quiet when you do this. So this is a great kind of test to find out if you really think that the steal sign's on it. And really, you're doing this because you think the runner is stealing, but the third base coach's body language and actions can give this away. Step 2, you're going to come back up with the rubber. You're going to hold for 5 seconds, 1005, count that in your head, and then throw over with your best move. So again, you make the runner wait again, and now we drive him back hard. Step 3, we're going to really vary the timing, and we're going to hold for 1 second or a quick pause, enough to not get caught a balk on you, and then deliver out of a slide step a fastball, either a low and away fastball or what we recommend is a pitch out. Again, if you're convinced he's running, pitch out right here, and catcher can come up and throw him out. If he doesn't run, then you want to still throw over a lot, maybe 2 to 3 times per pitch until you take the play off. This is not something you want to continue keeping on until, if you're wrong or the steal sign comes off, which is what you really want, you can take the play off and go back into a yellow situation. So again, the red runner play is when you need it in a dire situation where a stolen base could be the difference between a win and a loss. I will share not only this video, but also this document for anybody who would like to grab it and use it with your team.